Here's a bunch of abandoned passenger cars. Here's the car that would drop gravel down into the rails. Here. There's even some gravel still inside here. It has these old kind of suspension here. It's a plaque. It's a brand new tie inside here. Here's steps, like this would lift up where you'd get in. These old breakers in here. Most of them are seized. There's a light up here. Look at that, there's an old plate here on the circuit box. And here's inside that other car. This goes right through to the bottom. Rusted, it's been here for a long time. It's pretty stable inside the cars. They have cement floors. And here, got your bathroom. Back then, it would go right through onto the railroad. You know, a little window in here, some pipe. There was no plumbing involved. Went right through. What is this? Oh, that's the circuit box. Look at the paint just chipping off. Look at this still works. The blinds. Some old leather seats. Somehow I think they may recline. There's 3 of these old cars here. See how the tiles are coming up? There's a bunch of boxes from cases of beer. What is this part? Some old, it looks like an airline. There's some spray paint cans. Some kind of, that's rusted shut, whatever that used to be. See, they have old electrical lighting. Most of them been smashed. This car rusted through badly here. Sides, looks like some electrical here. There's another. Look at that, some tree branches. That says emergency signal. Another light post. Yes, it walks right through. It's darker in this one. This one, the floor hasn't rusted through at all. No one's smashed a glass on this one yet. There's still glass intact. On the other side too. This door, someone tried boarding the end shut a long time ago. Here's another toilet. Here's a heater. Maybe steam would be pushed through there from the steam train. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a vent. I was looking on the roof. And look, there's bee nests. Here's another breaker box. Those are some kind of transformer. Looks like someone actually stole a bunch of them. And it looks like underneath the seats you have all these heaters, like heated seats. That's where the heating would be. Maybe steam would be pushed through there from the engine. Here's some drains in the floor. Someone pulled down this electrical covering. All these up here, the racks. Looks like maybe lighting up there. Those are glass. They did paint them over in the end. Looks like that I can actually pull down. This one's not broken. It looks like a door, doesn't it? There's some kind of, maybe that was a phone hookup on there. See the seats, the way they're woven? They all have that lever for adjustments. All the backrests in this car are gone. Look at that old kind of two-prong outlet in here. Here. Look at how the paint's chipping here. There's another breaker box. Looks like someone would sit here. Here's the emergency brake. Here's another breaker box. Go through into the next room. Here in one of the bathrooms, here's a door, and it looks like maybe it was a fire extinguisher or axe in here. Bathroom supplies. Looks like someone may actually use this thing here. If you go outside, up on the roof of all the cars, they have lights for in case this was the last car, they could like shine red. See, look at that back then. It's not like the newer trains. That's the air brakes. They'd hook that up to here. Okay, here is the emergency. Here, you pull that, emergency brakes on the train. You can't open what's inside here. That wire used to go all around the edge, but somebody cut it out. Oh, you can see the mechanics here now. Let's see if I can move that. I think that's too rusted shut. Oh, here's the handle here. You can lift this up to access the stairs. Here's something. It pulls out from the wall, and it's a completely intact chair. It's actually completely clean. Chair I just pulled out, it looks like nobody's noticed it because it's clean. I sat there, it holds my weight. It looks like the conductor, someone would sit here. They have all their controls. They had a light switch here before someone stole it. Up here for lights around the train, they'd push them up. Different switches. He had his own emergency brake here. Oh, here's a valve. It actually still turns on. The brake valve. Oh, right here is a small hatch. This is how you would change the light bulbs on the outside of the train. It's a transformer up here for something. Move on to the next car. I'm in the next car down. It has the same kind of controls here, except no one stole the switch in this one. Someone smashed a glass, though. Here's some more electrical hanging. Here's a panel from the ceiling hanging. Here's another one of those seats. This one has been weathered more because it didn't have a door to protect it. Okay, this one, the backrest is completely destroyed. It looks like mice have been living in here, making it into a nest. And here, that's some kind of counterweight for a braking system. What's that doing outside? Look under the car. Is that closing the brakes of anything? Oh, it's not moving anything. It's rusted in the floor. It's not moving beyond this. And move into the next car. Here's some more breaker boxes. These are more intact. Old-fashioned kind. Here's some breakers. Here is the headlight. Here's the compressor. It says spare lights, controls, compressor, governor output, telegraph, communication, whistle, engine communication, switchboard. Here's some wires, some little lights on the top. Little red one, yellow, green. And this car has some too. The blinds, well, these don't move like the ones further down. Look at all the beer cans underneath the seats. This one has like a secret compartment under there. This one has all the roofs on the top. This no one smashed a glass in that side. There's more outlets. The ceiling has a lot of water damage in here. A lot of broken glass in the center aisle. Here's another, the same thing. This one actually looks new. It still has paint on it and everything. This fuse box actually looks new. Someone stole the breaker bars. The windows actually have a trademark on them. You can see from the outside. What's in here? There's a lot of hair in there. Definitely mice been living in here. Here's some doors laying down. Here in the back of the train. That's not even connected anymore. It's like it fell off the track. Here's a flatbed car. Its back part looks very unstable. It's just down to beams. There's some even trees growing on top of it. There's a bumper up on here. I'm gonna step down now. Here's some kind of other car. And the hitch on the front of this one's gone. In the back, the hitches are gone, whatever was on it. Actually, this is just the bottom. It's just the wheels and axles. They're just pressed together. That could have gone to any old car. Here's something else. This looks like it was a work vehicle, the way it's shaped. There's another work vehicle down the track that they're still using. Looks like it's to trim branches or something. Here's some standing water. Got some mosquito larvae in there. I'm going to show the outside of the passenger cars. Oh, there's that spot I was gonna try to see the trademark. It says, can't even read it. Let's see what's underneath the train. Here, look at those. Those brake pads here are actually made out of some kind of stone, like the ones cars have now. Newer trains are made out of rubber. Here's some more circuit panels on the outside. Doors pretty much rotted off. Someone stole all the fuses that were supposed to be in here. Here's another one of these bars. There's some kind of hood, some cool things. There's a spider web in the way. Looking down here, all kinds of cool things. Oh, look at all that stuff. Look at that one, the stairs fell off. This one here looks like it may have been part of the train that would have backed up at once. There's a cow catcher in here. What are these? Oh, this is for electrical on the train and communications. They line up in here. The other side, I don't see the female ends of it. I see the brakes lines. These ones actually look modern, like the ones they have these days, unlike that giant one I showed earlier in the video. Look at the rust on some of these lines. State of New Jersey. This is New Hampshire, where these are parked. 3209. More breakers. What are these? These are what I saw earlier. Well, these old trains actually had a spot where you could oil the axle. New trains don't have that, it's just exposed. This one actually looks new. See, it actually has rubber on it. I couldn't see an old train having something like that. Yes, these lines, everything's falling off of here. And back down in the end, it's that other car. The roof is probably unstable. There's like a ladder where you could crawl across the top. Thanks for watching. Now I'm going to show that work car I was talking about down the track. This is on top of one of the cars. I found one that has a stable roof. It looks like here there's some holes in it. Where I'm standing now, it's pretty stable. Found a ladder here. There's a little wood platform. Really narrow, only big enough for 1 foot on each rung. Here's a small cart. I don't know what would pull this around. It has tiny wheels. It has these little hitches here. And look, it's so light you could actually, I can move it back and forth a few inches. It won't move any further because it's chalked. You can put 2x4 railings on it. Oh, wait, no, it's not chalked. They put a chain around it for no one steals it. Because this thing, it's actually very light. Maybe a few people can actually pick it up. And here's that other thing I was going to show. It trims the track. It has a nice bumper in front. There's like big blades in here. This probably comes down the trim brush. Here's the front of it. Looks like cleans the rail. The big brush under here.